Analyzing Toji's tragic story, we can see how his wife saved and doomed his life at the same time, and how her death impacted the entire story of Jujutsu Kaisen far more than most people realize. One of the biggest mysteries about Toji is how he managed to have a family at all, considering how deeply depressed he was in the flashbacks from his time living in the Zenin clan. If we think Maki and Mai suffered in the Zenin clan after being thrown into a pit of cursed spirits to die at 17, imagine Toji, who was thrown into that same pit when he was still a child and somehow defeated every curse inside it, walking out with nothing but the scar on his mouth that we all recognize. That's why he grew up to become a completely delinquent and emotionally broken man. That was until he met his wife, Megumi's mother. There isn't much information about her, only that she was a Fushiguro and already had a young daughter, but she was the one who completely changed Toji's life. It was with her that Toji finally discovered what it meant to be loved, and that was the most stable and happiest phase of his life. But as we know, Mrs. Fushiguro sadly passed away shortly after Megumi was born, and because of that, Toji fell back into emotional emptiness. He drowned himself in a mercenary lifestyle to fuel his gambling addiction and ended up abandoning both of his children. Not because he didn't care, but because he didn't know how to love or take care of anyone without his wife's support. Toji concluded that if Megumi ever awakened a cursed technique, he would have a better life in the Zenin clan than being raised by a broken man. And if Megumi didn't awaken any technique, Toji entrusted Satoru Gojo, the strongest sorcerer, with the responsibility of taking care of his children.